Hello, I am here now. I suppose this is kind of like an abnormal time to stream for me. The only other time that I've streamed in the afternoon was whenever I was playing 999, and I was like, oh, I'll finish the game, I'm so close to beating it. And then I wasn't, and I streamed for like 8.5 hours straight, and like Jury was in my chat, somebody else was in my chat. They were like, oh, you should probably like sleep and stuff, and I was like, I'll hold it off. Welcome, Bobby. Today the idea is, and is this coming through? It does not look like it. Hold on, let me fix this. Let me see if I can get it to where you can actually see what's happening. But I was streaming Virtue's Last Reward, and let's go for display capture. Not on you, on you. There we go. Now you should be able to see. And it got like 8.5 hours in. I was like, oh, I'll finish, but I was not close to finishing, and then I decided to hold off until streaming the next day, and I woke up at like noon 30 or something, and then once we got to noon 30 I decided that I would stream. But today is a little abnormal. I've had a busy week, and to be honest, I realized, oh wait, federal holiday today, July 4th. I don't have to go to work or anything for July 4th, so I decided that I would stream today instead of last night, because last night I just wanted to kind of like sleep and stuff. So that's what's happening today. It'll most likely be a shorter stream. I'll give you a warning right now. Probably will play like one game, and then I gotta get up for like a couple of minutes, but then after that I'll sit down. I expect this stream to probably be like an hour to a couple hours or so. It's just going to be a more laid back stream. I think any streams this week until like next week, until like Monday or something, most of the streams will be shorter and chill, which this might very well be the last stream until Monday, just to give me time to finish what I have to do. And then after that, I'll be good to go. I just dropped a cup. Nothing was in it, but I did just drop one. It could have been a very dangerous thing. I had a whole arc, kind of, like a whole era. Oh, I did not realize I put myself under the display capture. We're all good now, though. You can see me. I had a whole era where I was spilling drinks directly into my keyboard, but thankfully that ended a long time ago. But I was watching friend Welcome Holland. You're saying welcome to me, which honestly it feels kind of weird whenever like I'm kind of the guy up front. You're coming to my house and saying, oh, welcome home. You're the one that walked into the door. I invited you to the party. What are you talking about? You're sitting down in my chair, all of a sudden just deciding that you're the king of the castle. Nobody gave you the authority to do that, but you're just doing it anyway. We're going to go ahead and I guess start. It'll probably be just like a couple of East games, and I'll take it real easy. I almost streamed BioShock today, but I kind of decided against it. Because I wanted to do something a little more laid back, and that I could easily just like in stream if I needed to. Really? I don't know what you're reallying for. You'll have to explain for me. But I guess let's go ahead and queue up. I am adept 2. So like last time you saw me, I was like adept 1, which, you know, was the proudest that I had ever been, but in the past month, I have continued to grind Mahjong, and I am now Adept 2, which means that I'm stronger than I ever have been before. The goal will obviously be to continue going upwards, but, you know, it's kind of been all over the place a little bit. And then we'll see if we can hit Adept 3. Definitely not today, because I'm like 400 points away, but if we can end the stream positive, I would have a very positive mindset about it. We'll just go ahead and start, though. I don't see any reason not to. Hold on, though. Let me grab something. And then after this, I'll just have to have stuff to do, unfortunately. That's why the streams have been so sporadic lately. Well, obviously, I'm just gonna drop this out, even though it's Dora. I did unlock the cat hand. The perfect hand. So that's why I have that equipped. I didn't expect to get like a whole bunch of stuff in this game, but lately I've been rolling in the gacha a whole lot more often. And surprisingly, I've actually been getting things out of it. Not characters, but I have gotten like a whole breadstick, and then I've also gotten a cat hand as well. Let me skip. I should have kept the green dragon. It's actually kind of sad right now. But I was watching Blue yesterday play Mahjong. He was playing Ricci City. And I realized, like, oh, I haven't streamed this in a while, because I was watching his, and I was like, oh, this is fun. This is scary over here, because, I honestly, he might be going either Honitsu or, like, something crazy, like all honors. I don't think so, though. I guess it would be all wins. Would all wins be the thing? Kitty hand, so cute, true. I guess we could get rid of... I like the 5 more than I like the 8, but then we could make this... I think I will get rid of the 9 pin here. That way we can build off of these. And if I get a 7 here, then I'm set for just making the 9 sows the pair. And with the 9 sows being the pair, I think we'll be set. I don't know if I like the 1. We'll get rid of the 1, I think. This is good here too, because we can get a 2, 3, 4 or 4, 5, 6 pin. And then we'll be set on that. I was watching, well, I mean, I was just browsing, like, Reddit. And I forget what for, but I got linked into a subreddit. And there was a video just up front about toupees in the 1960s. So I sat there and watched a 2-minute long video about how you would get a toupee in the 1960s. And I forgot that like the 60s are far enough removed to where the commercials back then still could have like the generic like I guess is it the transatlantic accent? Where it's like the we'll get rid of the... Oh, we could just settle in for the 5 pair using the red 5. I think I like that, to be honest. We will not be conning. We don't need to con. Remove the 8. We don't need it. We don't need it. Not at all. Although I should be a little bit more careful, seeing as how we're so far into the round. I didn't even realize that time had passed so much, but it has. You kind of just end up at like the end of a round without even realizing it, and then you drop an 8 pin and then get roamed for 25,000 points. Oh, this is difficult too. We'll just drop it. Yeah, I was just gonna let the time run out. But I thought about it too, and I realized like, why didn't toupees like actually take off? I understand that it's probably not the best look whenever you're like basically bald, and I guess the toupee kind of requires the horseshoe, so there's an inherent risk involved. That was dangerous for sure. There's an inherent risk involved where you get the toupee because you already have the horseshoe and your hair is already falling out, and then if something goes horribly wrong and you've been hiding the fact that you're wearing a toupee, then it's kind of all over from that point. But I feel like if you're honest and upfront about the fact that you wear a toupee, then I think that you're probably all good. We should be able to drop this now, seeing as how this was all stolen. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. I haven't done anything incredible yet. The king of the castle, the throne has already been taken by Holland. He came into the house demanding that he be the one welcoming, not me. There we go. I mean, we're still okay. I would have preferred to have gotten some points right now, but we don't need it. We can just win the next one, I guess. Already with the 2 red dragons, though. I like that. I would say Honitsu is not going to be the thing here because we just have so much here. But I guess we'll immediately drop the west tile whenever that comes out. And then maybe aim for north and east. I will be stealing an opening as soon as the next red dragon comes out, because that's just how I feel. West for sure, seeing as how west has dropped the west. They must have some kind of Yaku in mind if they're immediately dropping their own west tile. I've never seen like either of these characters before in game, so I'm curious how that is. There's so many characters in this game that, like, I guess the possibility of ever seeing them all is super low, especially given the fact that, like, most people are not going to have any extra characters because of how brutal the gacha can be. But it feels a little bad sometimes whenever it's just like, oh, I'll just look at the same character over and over, I guess. I like this more than I like the 9 Mon. So we will drop the 9, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we can get a 5, 6, 7. I think that would be good. Or maybe even a 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. That would work for me very well. Can I talk about YouTube for a second? I think I'm just going to drop the north tile here. So earlier in the week, that's for the 6, we don't need it. The 6 Mon can honestly probably be our pair, because we kind of have a pretty strong shape overall, and then if the red dragon comes out, then we're set for sure. But earlier in the week, I streamed Virtue's Last Reward, and that game, and I know that I've said like, oh, from now on I'm focusing on just taking streaming casually and doing whatever, and I am holding to that. As you can tell, I'm streaming at like 1:30 on a Thursday. But the Virtue's Last Reward stream is the one that I expect basically zero growth on. And for whatever reason, YouTube has decided that everybody like ever needs to see it. We're dropping the 9 Mon, or 9 So rather. Does not fit our shape at all. I probably do need to just go ahead and get rid of, oh, there we are. And then I'll get rid of the east. I don't need that anymore. I wonder if this can come out to maybe, if I could just like steal a, no, it's not possible. It was almost a possibility that we could have gotten like a Nagashi Mangan, which basically just means that we only drop the honors and terminals, which is like the west, north, east, and then the 9s are the 1s. But unfortunately, that's just not possible. But that Virtue's Last Reward stream, the one that I basically just do to satisfy my own interest in the game and to also talk to friends about it, that one has started to actually, not started to, over the past 2 days, YouTube has pushed it so hard in like the search algorithm that I don't understand it. Please, drop what I need. It's unfortunate. That's such a stupid drop. Throwing out the Dora whenever the person across just went into Breachy. This late into the game, it's like they're asking to lose. Unfortunately, I'm now in 3rd though, and I haven't even like participated in the game. We're just peaceful bystanders here. We would love to help like murder people, but we can't participate in the act right now. Unfortunately, we're being held back. 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 maybe, or 4, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7 would be good. We take, and then I drop this. I don't need it anymore. We're just gonna go for some cheap points. If I can hit the person across from me, I can kind of just slide directly into 2nd and then try to go hard for the next round. I think that would be a convenient way to do things. How do I feel about dropping the 9? I think I feel good about dropping the 9. I feel like we could possibly build around the 6 pin. So if something comes out, I have no problem with just dropping like this shape or like one of these, and then like guaranteeing either the 5-5 or the 1-1 as the pair. I don't think I want to take that. I think it makes the shape worse. I don't see the point in it, because then I'd just be digging for a pair and then something that I can like continue off of these, and I think I don't need to try to get that desperate yet. Okay, here we are. 4, 5, 6, or a 5, 6, 7. I think we drop the 6 pin now. Which, you know, that might get used by somebody else, but that's okay. We can pass it along. If they need it more than I need it, they can have it. They can have it for sure. I have no issues with that whatsoever. 7, 8, 9. There we are. I like this weight quite a lot, and I think we're good to just drop the 5 mon. Normally it would be scary, but I don't think it has to be right now. So we're waiting for a 4 mon or a 7 mon. And if that comes out, then we've won. Only for like 2 Han, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. It's a good enough. I probably could have greeted for the... No, I couldn't have because of how it played out, but I probably should have greeted, to be honest. Ooh, this is an even better weight. I think I dropped this for the 6 and 9. It's just so much more likely to come out. And then we get to use the 5 anyway. So I have no problem with it whatsoever. That's kind of funny that that came out like that. The 7s paired up together. But then the toupee process, I feel like if you were, I'm going back to it because I didn't finish my thought. If you're upfront about it, you're just like, hey, my hair isn't real, then I don't think you have anything to worry about, because then you're just like the goofy guy that sometimes his hair disattaches. Or detaches, not disattaches, that's not a word. Oh, this should be okay. I don't know what they're going for. I assume something with pins. But then I think, like, culturally, the pushback against, like, dudes wearing toupees became so intense that it became, like, a joke. Now you're expected to either go bald, rock the horseshoe, or, I guess, like, the only other option is be one of the people that desperately want to hold on to their hair. And since they desperately, like, want to hold on to their hair, they don't shave anything at all. It's kind of like watching, like, if you've ever seen, like, the bands and stuff, like a glam rock band or something from, like, the 80s. This is crazy. Perform today, and they're like, oh, we got the super long hair, and that's kind of like part of our whole shtick, and then they're, like, wearing the makeup and stuff. But then they come out, like, modern day wearing the makeup, they've got the crazy long hair, except they're, like, wrinkled up because they're, like, this really is not coming out. This is kind of scary. I'm gonna do it. Oh, okay. And they come out, and then instead of having, like, the hair that they were so known for, I don't think I can drop this. Okay. We had to go out. I'm almost, like, certain that they're looking for the 7 pin. Skip. And then I guess we drop this because now we're back into tenpai. We might be able to squeeze it out, making points somehow. There we are. Oh, it was such a good... I would have gotten double round. We avoided narrowly. It's completely, like, even now. I can just end up in first accidentally. And we've got a couple of rounds to do it. I honestly might just drop the norths, but obviously, like, the south tile goes first. That way we can have a little bit of time to build. We got the east. That's a good trade, for sure. I just don't like holding on to the other tiles whenever I could potentially build for more points. But I guess that might not be too much of a concern right now, seeing as how we have Adora and everybody's, like, so close points-wise. I would really like to separate myself, though. I just don't know if that's possible right now. 2, 3, 4, 9, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly thinking of dropping the east. I don't think we need it. I think we have a strong enough hand right now that we can make it without having to drop it. Let me drop the green dragon as well. Unfortunately, it's just throwing a whole bunch of, like, honors tiles at us. It's giving us pity. It thinks that we need the pity. Oh, maybe I should have held on to the green dragon for a round, but that's okay. I couldn't have predicted it. We're gonna emote because that's how I feel right now. 2, 3, 4. We can't take it. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could also just be our pair, but that's also our pair. We don't need this. We don't need this at all. Coming out on stage with the horseshoe, except it goes down to my ankles. That's what some of the old rock stars and stuff look like, and it's kind of like embarrassing because you see like the wrinkles and stuff go all the way back to their like the top of their head. They've got like a few warts and stuff because they're slowly decaying. It's like, give up, move on. You can have a different shtick. It doesn't have to be the exact same thing. And like, it doesn't have to be the exact same thing. And I mean, you got a couple of bands that have been able to like ride things out because like the aesthetic works for both like old people and young people. This is insane. I don't know how I'm drawing what I'm drawing, but it could not be like any worse, I think. I'm trying to win and I just keep getting honor tile after honor tile. Turns out I should have greeted for them. But how was I supposed to know that? We're gonna go for the 2, 3, 4, 5 or the 2, 3, 4 here. I think I might fold. The luck has been so bad that I just don't know if I can do it. 2, 3, 4. I can't go for Sanshoku. I'd have to wait for just something easy to come out. Never mind. I don't even have to worry about folding. And I doubt. Oh, it's not bad. They might. I think they. No, they don't pass me. They do pass me. Okay. Well, now I have to win this round, or I just end up in third place, which would be negative. Let's go for 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. Well, we drop the north for sure. I don't know what we should go for. We could maybe go for Sanshoku, depending on what comes out. Or it might just end up being a normal Riichi hand. Red Dragon goes out for sure. It threw me off initially getting like the cat hand, because I thought they were for sure just like a per character thing. Welcome Dayloth, welcome. We're playing Mahjong today. In the afternoon. So far, the play has been I guess as you can tell, like this is the first game that I've played, and it's been pretty slow because like nobody is been placing down what anybody needs. So we get close to the end of the round and like somebody gets roamed for like 1,000 points, or we just end up drawing. I think I get rid of the south. Currently, like I've been building for hands that I thought have been decent, but then it all falls apart right near the end as like I realize it's completely impossible to finish out what I need to finish out. I had to fold a couple of times, unfortunately, as well. I think we hold on to the 8, maybe? We guarantee the... I don't think we do, actually, because I kind of want to greed for the red 5. It might have been better, but I also just really like this weight on the 2, 4, 6. And then we can use... This could become a 1, 2, 3, or it could become like a 2, 2, 2, depending on what comes out. And we can also shift it around if need be, but I don't think we'll need to. Here we are. We'll just go for the 1, 2, 3. And then if we get like a 4, 5 here, we can drop the 7. The 5 is easy to shift around, thankfully, because I think that that's probably what we'll have to do at some point, but we'll think about it whenever it comes to that point. 2, 3, 4. We'll probably get one here too. I would like a 2, 3, 4, but I won't be upset if it doesn't come out. I have no idea what they're doing. I assume that they have to have like a Yaku in here ready, so their hand is probably like already basically ready to go. That, or they're just crazy. It might be a fold situation and hope that this is kind of scary now already. We'll drop the 2. Because I assume that they're already in Tenpai. So if I throw down the wrong thing, then I'm just immediately getting cooked. which I really don't want to do. I'm in third right now, and if they win, I can keep my third. So like the last thing I want to do right now is put myself in a spot where I end up in fourth. They might also just like not have anything and they're just making stuff up to scare people for no reason. That would be kind of funny. This should be safe. I think it should be dead, so all the 9, yeah. Well, I mean, there's no more 9s. That's all 4 that went out. It's horrifying. It's horrifying. I don't know what steps we could possibly take here to stay safe. I'm just gonna follow what everybody else is playing. Oh, that's gonna hurt the guy across for sure. How much Dora do they have? They have a lot of Dora. Haneman. I'm second now. I don't know how I ended up. Okay, folding was the play for sure. Plus 13 already positive on the day. We're basically already there. Got a couple of gifts. I can burn these down into dust. We like to make things decay for our own gain. It's the erosion of the earth. It builds the most beautiful sights that you've ever seen. Donate? Give me a little bit. I'm gonna take a couple of minutes, stand up, and get my laundry because I have it in the washing machine. I should have like thought about it before streaming, but unfortunately I put the laundry in the machine and it was like, oh, an hour and a half, and I was like, oh, but I scheduled my stream for like 1:30, which meant that stream started like 15 minutes before my clothes were done, so they've already been sitting there for like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go grab those. I'll be right back in just like a couple of minutes. Let me put a text thing on screen saying be right back. Ariel, that's probably fine. BRB in like 2 minutes. And then we could throw background on it so it's visible. Okay, I'll be right back. I've returned. I think it was literally like 2 minutes. Welcome, Blue. Midday Jube stream. Yeah. I decided yesterday, I got off of work and I was like, I'm kind of like really tired. So between like studying and stuff, I decided I'll just hold off on stream until Thursday, seeing as how Thursday is a federal holiday and I can do whatever I please. Also, I was just like watching your stream yesterday, and I was like, oh, Mahjong streams are kind of like fun and they're laid back and I can do whatever. So I decided that I would just copy you. So that's why I'm here. We've already gotten a second place. It was probably like the slowest game known to man, but I'll take any positives that I can get. Check it out. We're positive on the adept 2 scale, and obviously like not hitting it today, but I would like to. Hold on, is that a oh wait. No, that is a YouTube emote. Awesome. For real? Why do they got like the epic face from like Rage comic days? I thought that was like a better TTV thing, and I thought that it was somehow coming through on my like better TTV, and I thought it was somehow coming through on like OBS, and I was like, that shouldn't be possible, right? I shouldn't be able to see better TTV on here. But they got like that in there. Huh. Honestly, not what I expected. The way that I think of like YouTube emotes is like the completely random mascots and stuff that make little to no sense, like the chill W dog, or like the volcano exploding or whatever. But I guess they've got like old Rage comic faces in there. You could send like a troll face now and I wouldn't even be shocked. The old epic face. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but you just sent me back like at least a whole decade. The aesthetic of the olden internet. Kind of thankfully it changed. This face is straight up ripped from the old internet. It's so random, lol XD. Even just saying it's so random, lol XD next to that is enough to like make it seem older than it is now, which I mean it is, but like that specific pairing of words back in the day whenever everything was like so random. We go, oh, lol, random potato. Do we like potatoes here? That used to be like the old style of humor. Oh, that's Dora. I didn't even notice. I should have like looked before I dropped it. I was just like, I don't need it. Oh, 6 pin. Do I like that? Do I like that more than I like? I feel like I could go for an Ipeco here, but I think I shouldn't. Maybe I could keep we'll keep 1, 2. And then we'll see if this becomes a shape, or if it becomes like a just keep the ones as the pair. I think that could work. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have removed the 1 and then maybe used the 2 as a pair. I feel so dumb, because then we could have just gone for all simples. Probably the dumbest choice I've ever made. 5, 6, 7. If we get another 7, we could have a 6, 7, 8 as well. I think I commit though and just drop the 2. Now we have the 1 pair. That's locked in. That's locked in for our pair. Not to bring the new age terms and mix with the old age. Oh, it's time. There we are. Already. We're quick here. We're quick. Today's July 4th, obviously. But I'm not doing anything today. I celebrated July 4th on June 29th. Like, because, you know, somebody put July 4th on a Thursday this year. So, like, I'm not going anywhere on a Thursday. My family, like, family and friends, we all went to, we all already did, like, the July 4th party this past weekend. Because it was either this past weekend or this upcoming weekend, and the most convenient was this past weekend. Crazy you celebrated the weekend before. That's new. I get it. Like I would try to argue for it, but I do think that celebrating it the weekend before is just definitely weirder than celebrating it the weekend after. I think we... Oh my god, you're so dumb. We did it, we did it. They dropped the red 5 too. Pinfu, Pinfu. Not a ton of points, but we still like won. I'll take it for sure. 2800, 28,900. Sorry, I was struggling. But whenever you have like a holiday, for sure the preferred like weekend to celebrate it is just like the one after. Because I think whenever you celebrate it the weekend before, the vibes of the holiday have not completely set in yet. And so we're sitting there June 29th. Nobody else is celebrating July 4th yet. And like we're popping off the fireworks and stuff. And having like the hot dogs and the burgers and the brisket. And it's all completely lined up and we're having a good time. East is already down. We're not going for it. A second East has hit the discard pile. But then, like, for me personally as well, it threw off my own sense of the holiday. Let me... We'll get rid of the 1. We don't need it. Because, like, now it's July 4th. Yesterday was July 3rd. It makes sense for, like, I guess, like, company events and stuff to be on, like, July 3rd. I think we'll... I don't know what we... what do I think? Do I get rid of the 4? I'm gonna get rid of the 4. I have no idea if that's the right option, but I'm doing it. Exceptions to the rule are month-long holiday vibes like Halloween or Christmas. I think I agree. I think I agree with that. Especially for something like Halloween, where like Halloween is a... it's lower on the tier list of holidays that people care about. Where it's like, okay, we'll still celebrate Halloween, but like for sure we're not like we're not as like as dead set on it being October 31st as something as you are like, okay, Christmas is December 25th and most people have Christmas off for the holidays. Oh, this is a weird hand. 2 3 4 5 5. I think we need to get rid of... I think I'll get rid of this 5 actually and go for a 4 5 6 or a 5 6 7 because we don't need it. I'm hoping to get like a 6 come through here though. Depending on how close we get, we might just open up because we could go for Tanyao here, go for the all simples. But like Christmas, I think I might disagree. I'm not sure though. 2 3 4 3. It's already covered. I think this is already covered. We could go through 2 3 4 or a 3 4 5 5 6 7 kind of shape and then get rid of the 8 depending. We'll just have to see what comes through. We get rid of the green dragon, although we might go ahead and get rid of the 7s, or not both of them but like one of them for sure. I think that's what we... Oh, we get rid of the 8. Yeah, 8 for sure. 5 6 7. I might disagree with myself though, because like Christmas is like the vibe goes on like until December 25th, and then after December 25th you're kind of cut off from the Christmas vibe, because then it transitions directly into the New Year's vibe, which I will give you is more like an expansion of the Christmas vibe, but I do think that it's its own like it's its own thing still. Oh no. That's gonna hurt. Oh, it doesn't feel good at all. I wasn't really thinking. I was thinking about the Christmas versus New Year's vibe. I swear. We just go for something quick here and then try to get ourselves back into second, I think. This guy hasn't done anything. It's very hurtful. I'm gonna drop one of these to show my discontent. But then, like, July 4th, it lasts one day. So it definitely, like, the timing definitely does matter. Because, whenever I celebrated July 4th, June 29th, it completely threw off my understanding of the holiday from that point forward. I think I dropped the 9. And then see if we can build anything off of it. If somebody else drops the 8, we'll just like pawn it. We're gonna go for something incredibly fast here. We do have a Dora, which should be worth some amount of points as well. I would like to have more Dora, and then maybe we could use the 4 as a pair and then just go for pawning literally everything. I think we drop the 4 now. This could open up to a 6, 7, 8 shape now as well. Because then, like, last night I was trying to sleep. I went to bed early last night. And at like 10 p.m. or whatever, I got woke up by like the pounding outside the walls where it's like do 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 do. Because whenever like an actual like town event or whatever does it, they have so many and it's so loud. And I look outside my window and I'm just sitting there watching the fireworks go off, and I'm like, what are those for? What could those fireworks possibly be for? And then I remembered, like, oh yeah, it's July 3rd, the night before July 4th, to be fair. So I think that you can kind of forgive me, because it's not completely normal. But it completely threw me off and it woke me up, and now today is July 4th for real. And I remember I was trying to plan stuff to like meet with some folks, and we were like, okay, we're gonna meet Thursday 7:30 on the spot. And we're like, yeah, we'll do that. That sounds good for me. That works for me. And I agreed to it, forgetting that today was July 4th. And somebody else had to come in and be like, hey, today's July 4th. And it's like, oh yeah, I guess we're not gonna do that then. We'll just like hold this off until Friday night. But I was completely ready to just completely forgo the actual July 4th experience, because I'm not doing anything tonight, because I've already done the July 4th. Oh. Well, it didn't hurt so bad, right? It didn't hurt so bad. We will be in 4th place, but that's okay. We don't need it. We'll be completely fine. We're gonna use that one. But it's harder to describe like the feel between like Christmas between New Year's, because they are so similar, but they're like it is just for sure a different vibe. That's why you push stream back. I also forgot July 4th. That's fair. I mean, it depends on like because like for me, I forgot that it was because I had already done it. And I guess depending on like what y'all do for July 4th, that could also just be like the reason to forget. He's trying to just win quick, that way to guarantee his spot. Oh. I need somebody to hit this guy hard. Just realized East games. Yeah, I've been queuing for East. I can do a South if you want to see a South. I have no problem doing a South. I just didn't think that was going to be the call for today. Maybe a South would be better for me, because then I have more time to yap. More time to yap about whatever I want to yap about. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 1, 2, 1, 9, 9. We drop the 9. I think we still try to build where we can, but I don't think that we're going to be the ones winning this round. We dropped the 1, seeing as how that was just dropped. I'm going to try to play this a mix between safety and like actually playing, because I don't want to get hit. But I do need to like get points if I can. Oh, okay, that was scary. I was about to freak out if it went like that. But like Christmas comes with the full like wintry sleigh bell vibes, where you're like, oh, I expected to snow outside and stuff. But for me, New Year's doesn't contain that like that expectation for like snow and that kind of thing. Still at work, don't rely on you or what you want to see. That's fair. I mean, I'm not like full on relying on you, but like, you know, if you need some entertainment for work and you think that a South game would be more entertaining, then I'm willing to provide that for you. That's the kind of person that I am. I'm here to perform, and you asked for a performance, so I think I can perform. Oh, we're going below. We're going below. I guess I have to aim for something worth, like, I need like a Mongon. Not, I don't need one, but I could get into third place. Oh, we take it. We take it. I could get into third place by just like hitting them with a like 4,000 point hand. Didn't mean it quite like that, but I think a South game allows you to win easier. It probably definitely does. I think I tend to do decently at South games. So I think not doing a South game doesn't make too much sense for me. If we could get an Ipeco here, I think I would maybe scream and cry. We will drop the one pin. This is an awkward shape. If we get a 6, we just definitely take the 5, 6, 7. That way I can get the Dora involved. We need the 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Ooh, we dropped the 4. We could have dropped the 2 actually. If we did a 3 here, it's the same already. Oops, I didn't mean to click on myself. But I think South games are kind of like cooler to watch anyway. Maybe not. I actually don't know. From a viewer's perspective, is it more exciting to watch an East game that goes by quick because then like you're on the edge of your seat and like stuff is going crazy and whatnot? Because then it's like the high intensity like ping pong match? Or is it more fun to watch the South games because then it's like, oh, I can't tell what could possibly go wrong here? I think we take... Oh, we dropped the 1. We dropped the 1. They don't need the 1. Welcome, Jury. Early stream. Yeah, I decided to go for the early stream today instead of the night stream yesterday. Because honestly, I was just tired yesterday, so this sounded more fun to do it in the afternoon. And I think like afternoon streams provide like a slightly different vibe than like a night stream. And so I don't get the opportunity to do afternoon streams like basically ever. So I thought that going for like the afternoon stream could maybe provide a completely different Joe Bob experience. What's the goal today? The goal today? Check it out. We've got 2nd place on a game already, which means that we're like slightly positive. So I think the goal today is to be positive and get closer to Adept 3. I would really like it if I could make it to Adept 3 at some point. But we'll just have to see. Please drop what I need, please. I'm just afraid because if they get what they need, I'm just guaranteed to be in last place, which is like the last thing that I want to be. Oh, because I think that we can escape. I have to. I'm gonna keep pushing because we're in last place. And if I can make it into 3rd, I can basically alleviate any damage that this could possibly do to the sanctity of my points. Oh, you're so close. Just drop the 2. Just drop the 2. Who else needs the 3? There it is. Okay. I don't know if this will, like, that is who I want to steal from. I just don't know if it'll be enough. Please. Oh, it for sure is. There we are. 3rd place champions. Does this, like, undo? I'm still positive. I'm still positive. We're gonna do a South game now, as has been requested, or suggested, rather. I don't want to say requested because I think Blue did try to differentiate the request from the suggestion, and I think that there is a key difference between the 2 words there. I did not get any gifts, so we'll just go straight into the queue, I think. 375. It shouldn't take too long to get in. The East games are going by like pretty quick too. This is kind of like what I would be doing at this time of day anyway, because at work, what I do for work is like very laid back. So most of the day I'm just kind of sat there on my phone anyway. So I play like a whole lot of Mahjong during like these hours. This should be like the peak mindset for me. We'll see how this goes. Do South games provide more points than East games? Does anybody know? Because like I have no idea. It feels like it should. They do? Oh, sick. That was one of the concerns where it was like I could just play like East games and they're quicker and get the same amount of points. I know that they play very differently, obviously. It's kind of like saying, oh, but I'll be able to make more money if I were to get good at tennis than if I were to get good at ping pong. They are completely different things, and like your skills will vary. But like one of them is for sure just like on the smaller scale. We dropped the red dragon. I think we don't need it. If you win plus 50 from an East, you win like plus 90 from a South. That is crazy. So nearly double. It's not purely 2x, but it's close. That makes sense, I guess. Because, you know, they don't always go on as long as like 2 East games, but I feel like sometimes South games go on for like the length of like 3 East games. It definitely just depends on the round. Had the Bulldog Carbonara today. Decided that I would finally give it a shot because I've been doing like the weight loss thing for a while. Woke up today, I was flat 180 on the dot, which means that like the weight loss has been working. So I decided that today, in celebration, and I know that this seems a little bit counterintuitive, but as long as you don't like do it every day, then it's completely fine. I decided that today would be a little bit of, I'll eat a little bit of garbage today. So I pulled out, my friend gave me some Mexican Coca-Cola because it is supposed to taste like better than American Coca-Cola. And I think that the flavor is definitely different. It honestly tastes a little bit more spiced than American Coca-Cola. So I'm not sure if it's like a just flat better kind of thing, or if it's just something that's different. I think that most people would say that it's better though. So I drank a little bit of the Mexican Coca-Cola. It's been sitting in my fridge for like a month now, and then I had a little bit of the pink sauce Bulldog, and it was kind of really good. I pulled out the packets and stuff, and I was laughing at it because, you know, you have the normal Bulldog packet, and I threw the noodles into the boiling water, and then you get to the bottom, and it's just also a like mac and cheese packet. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Because it's like the powdered cheese that you would throw in with like a Kraft mac and cheese. So that made me laugh. Oh, we're doing it. Okay. I had no idea if that was safe or not. We might fold depending on what comes out. I think I might have to. 4. I think I'm gonna fold. This should be safe. I don't know if I'll be able to make anything off of it. Especially since we're kind of so far in and I'm drawing garbage. This is safe as well. It depends, because sometimes when you started Mahjong, East games could go on for an hour, and you were like, what gives? I thought this was a mobile game. Yeah, whenever you first start, especially whenever people are like playing it so slowly, it can take like forever for anything to get done, and they're using like their entire timer to think about literally every single move. Especially if like you're in like the friendlies environment and like you decide that you'll slow it down, it definitely can like linger. Excuse me. 2-3, that's incredible. We're safe here. Hi blue, that's funny. Blue. But the Bulldog had the mac and cheese packet, and I'm kind of like a believer in that basically anything with cheese is probably better than the default thing without cheese. Oh, we're so lucky. Just keep drawing the safe tiles. There's no need for me to risk it all here. I hope that they deal in though, that way I don't have to lose any points. Or not.
No.
Oh, I can't believe it. The final tile. The one so. I kind of wonder what their weights were though. Obviously a 1 and 4 here, so I was safe to not. That's rough. I was safe to not play into them completely and totally. I didn't even have to touch them. Or rather, I was untouchable by them. They couldn't touch me even if they wanted to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. What if we got like a whole lot of 2s and then maybe some 3s and then some 4s maybe? And then we would... Oh, that sucks. Whoa, that sucks even more. Well, I guess I definitely would never have been getting the East tile if they were just holding on to 2. There's no way they would have dropped it, I think. 2, 3, 4, 9, 9, 5, 6, 7. I think that we can drop the 2. We probably like don't need that at all. I'll just lock in the 3, 4, 5 shape. This game should collab with Riichi City, so you can play Kana and Mahjong Soul and Ichihime. We take it. It's just early enough for me to think that I go for it. Here's my baguette, by the way. I think I've shown it off like once so far. But here it is in like all its glory, so that way you can actually see it for sure, for real. A collab between Riichi City would be interesting, because then it would be like the actual handshake, where they have full-on peace between the two games. Ooh, what did that increase? Is that north? Yeah, okay. I was scared. I think it would have to be north up here for the east Dora to go in. They're going so fast. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I just need 1-5 to be dropped, but they're playing pretty aggressively, so I just don't know if it happens. The baguette Riichi stick is so badass. I think that that's probably one of the words to ever be used to describe a piece of bread. Going to the bakery. Hey lady, can I please get that badass piece of bread over there? It completely blew my socks off. I would really love to have that piece of bread. It's making me feel emotions that I've never felt before in my entire life. Sitting there with my copy of like the Terminator in one hand and my baguette in the other. Going up to somebody, which one of these is more badass? They say, oh, I think the Terminator was pretty sick. And then you tell them that they're wrong, and then you walk away. You make it known that that's not where you stand. You stand with the baguette.
No.
It's unreal. It's unreal. These people are fighting with each other. Dora 5. What? Oh, somebody else conned. I think I'm gonna get third this game. Dora 5 is crazy. Especially right now. 1, 2, 2, 9, 9, 3, 5, 7, 7, 3, 8, 9, 3, 4. Red Dragon, gone. I don't need it. I might, but I don't think I need it right now. It's south, trust the process. That's true, it's only east too. It sure doesn't feel like it though. I think I dropped the 9. I don't like 9. What if we got like a whole bunch of trios? I mean, if we get one more pair, then we just go for the pairs. What are they called? 7 pairs. There's usually 7 of them, I believe. We're dropping the 8. We're just going for some different shapes here now. I would love an Ipeco if we get like a couple of 3 Mons. Imagine the Ipeco. I'm kind of like that's who I've branded myself as, like the in the Mahjong. So we are going for 7 pairs. Get rid of the 5. We drop the middle tiles in favor of the outside. So maybe we should have held on to this 8 and 9, but it wasn't guaranteed yet. It was a scarier prospect back in the day, but we have to like roll with the punches as they come. The Ipeco guy, just like how you're the 0 luck guy. Well, now that's just a little more sad than being like the Ipeco guy. I think it's more likely for we're gonna drop the 3 so. And we're gonna like try to consolidate into the 1-2 space. I saw the completely flat luck though, so maybe while it definitely does. Oh, this guy disconnected, by the way. He full on rage quit up here. I guess I can't blame him. To an extent, I kind of understand. I mean, I don't do it, to be fair. But the thoughts enter my mind, the intrusive thoughts, whenever it's like, oh, I just got hit for like a Baimon straight off the bat, East 2. I get it, where it's like, okay, I don't think I have a chance. I'm gonna go do something else. He went into a tunnel and got DC'd? Oh, true. That's awkward. Sometimes the game just disconnects in general for me. Ooh. I am going to drop this, and all I'm saying is that we're gonna keep an open mind for concealed triplets. Because if that isn't that like a Yakuman? Am I crazy? I think that might be a Yakuman, so I think it might be worth going for. And then if one or two comes out, then I'll go ahead and drop one. But like, if we can go for the Yakuman, I think we go for the Yakuman. I don't think that it kind of sucks that 7 pairs has to be like 7 individual pairs, because I feel like there could be great potential in holding on to 3 and then just going for the final 4. But society holds you back and doesn't let you do what you love. It's an unbelievable world out there. I didn't even realize that this guy is going for like something stupid right now. We guessed wrong. I should have held on to the 3 instead of greeting for this. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It probably won't. We could just like start poning and go for all triples, but that wouldn't really be worth any points. I think we commit to the great things are happening. Incredible things are happening, actually. Okay, we go for the 9, 7, or the 1, which are not like completely unlikely to come out. We probably could have gotten a 9 so thing here. Pog. I agree. I think this might be the one. We don't need you. Unfortunately, the Dora has already exited people's hands, so it's just not worth holding on to right now. Concealed triplet Yakuman. That's what I'm hoping for. And I think I'll just continue pushing despite the danger because of how much it could be worth. The Ricci with the 6,000 points, and I'm just like certain that it'll be worth like 1,000 points if it does come out. We hold. This is scary. It's horrifying, but we do it. Okay. We hold. There still is one more 9 and one more 1. So if worst comes to worst, we'll just go for a normal all triplets if we have to. But I assume that we won't. We drop the 1 because it should be slightly safer. Okay. Why are you in, Tenpai? Play safe. I played safe. I did kind of. The 1 was like the safer option than the 4. Oh, it could have gone so wrong though. These two are just playing with each other right now. We're holding on to 2nd though. If things go, it still is East 2, by the way. So if things go well, we could get something going, I guess. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. This 1 is useless. I think we may. Oh, never mind. We're throwing out the South immediately after this. I don't think it's worth it anymore. 5, 6, 7. We just don't need it. We drop the South. It's kind of sad that the 1 or the 2 came in immediately after the 1. I know that the initial instinct from me almost was to just keep pushing, which is maybe the worst part about how I play Mahjong. Oh, I should have held on to that maybe. We could have dropped like the 7 so, I guess, and then had like a more complete shape, but I honestly don't think we'll be using this 2 anyway, so I think we're okay. What if we ended up with a... No, that's not gonna do it. Because like I tunnel vision pretty hard on some of these games, and I can't explain why, but my immediate instinct usually is like, oh, I have something in mind. I'm going to just focus completely and totally on that. It's kind of like the kind of mindset that I would get into whenever I was trying to brute force things on like Signalis that obviously just could not be brute forced. 4. But going back to like the Virtue's last reward stream, because I'm thinking about it again, literally every time I peek at the stats, they've increased. So last time I looked at it, it was at 150 views and like 23,000 impressions or something. It might have been like 24,000 impressions, to be honest. We should have held on to the 4. We drop... What did we drop? Maybe the 9s? I think we could go for a 5, 6, 7 and then have this be the pair. No, I think we commit to not using this now. Because we dropped the 4, so then if it came down to it, like at the end of the game, I might accidentally put myself into Furryton whenever I think that we're more safe to just not do that, to be honest. We might not be able to open our hand though, because I don't know if these red dragons are going to come out because of how long it's been already. Which means that I probably shouldn't open my hand, even though that seems kind of like very good right now. Okay, we're going with the dropping you. And then we might have to drop the red 5, unfortunately. If we get the 6 here, I think that that we basically are going to be in 10 pi, but now this is way scarier. I need to see somebody else drop the 5 before I do anything. Oh, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna push with the 6 and 7 weight. I think that's way more likely than a 5 going out. It was a scary thing to do though. There's just no way. We're gonna be on East 2 for a long time. Pure straight Dora red 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm kind of surprised that the pure straights are only worth like 1 Han. They feel like they're like decently rare, that they'd be worth a bit more. I guess they aren't like the hardest thing to get in the world, but like still. I guess we drop one of the honors. We'll go with the white dragon first. It really feels like it just does not want to ink out though, as sad as that is. 2, 2, 2, 2. We're gonna drop the east, I think. I don't really see a reason for trying to greed for the honors tiles. We might end up just ending the game in East 2, depending on how this guy plays. Is he in 10 pi already? That's something that I would do if I were in 10 pi. It's kind of horrifying putting down any tile. Because I genuinely fear the possibility that he's just already there. 6, 6, 8. I dropped the south. The south is just like the safest thing that I have now. Because if he's in 10 pi, or he probably would have recheat actually. He's not in 10 pi. We're okay, we're okay. We're okay for sure. Sometimes I miss with my glass. And I just like hit my tooth with my cup. And it feels like it should be painful, but I actually don't know how like teeth pain works. Because obviously there's like a kind of like a psychotic response where like some people are able to look you directly into the eyes as they plunge their teeth deep into their ice cream. And people have done it to me before, and it does make me like kind of very uncomfortable. But it's a genuine like skill that they have, so I understand why they show it off. It's kind of like whenever you go to like a fair and there's a guy there that can eat swords. Except this person, instead of like shoving all their intestines out of the way to be able to get the wiggly sword straight down into their stomach, they've practiced the ability of being able to plunge their teeth directly into something that's ice cold. And that, in my mind, that hurts a lot because like I guess my teeth are too sensitive to like handle something like that. But for them, it is just like another Tuesday kind of thing. And I don't know if that is like a your mom can do it, but you can't, despite great dental hygiene. That can't be related to dental hygiene, right? Because like in my mind, it's just like okay. In my mind, it's just like I've trained my teeth to be less sensitive. Because like what would your hygiene have to do with that, I guess? 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. We might be able 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. This is a real shape. We dropped the 6. Good. I'm getting to the point where I'm like scared of everything. I would have to look it up, I guess. It just feels like something that should not be like hygiene related. Because like I'm not gross or anything. Like my teeth have always been good. I've never had any cavities. Now, like mind you, since I've like been in Huh. Well, I think we're going for the East 2 Ender. We can definitely get into second place now. It just became a lot more viable. I think first place might be a little bit locked off for us unless we get the Yakuman opportunity that we've been waiting for. But other than that, I think we aim for second. You were told it was originally, and you swear when you started flossing and mouthwashing daily, you were able to bite an ice cream for a few months. Now it's back to how it used to be. Oh, that's actually like a sad story then. Maybe it is because like I keep up with like the normal people amount of dental hygiene, where it's like, okay, I brush my teeth multiple times a day. Sometimes I floss, however, like I am a normal person, which means that normally it might escape my mind once or twice, which I think is fair. We drop the north. But you know, I don't floss all the time. I don't have like any mouthwash. I've thought about going the mouthwash route just to like add on to the teeth brushing route, but I just haven't gone that direction yet. Which it for sure probably is worth it. I flossed, when was the last time I flossed? I actually flossed this past weekend, which it feels kind of pointless because like if you're not flossing like every week or whatever, somebody has the green dragon and they just didn't pick it up. It might be the guy that disconnected. I think he might be gone for real this time. But if you don't floss normally, you don't get the benefit. Oh. You don't get the benefits of flossing. This is, oh, do I just like drop? Is there anything safe here? The ones? I think the ones are my best bet, while potentially keeping the door open for...
つもごめんなさいね。
How does it happen? How does it keep happening like this? It's not even like, it's a good hand. What is this? Mixed triples, so like Sanshoku. 345, 345, 345. 72k points? It doesn't make sense. The game ended in East 2. I didn't have the chance to play. Did I deal in? Or I think it was just a dealer thing where I can't remember if I dealt in or not, genuinely. This person isn't good, they're just lucky? Yeah, they're very lucky. Did you see the hand that they got off of like 2 minutes of play? I haven't had the opportunity to participate in that round. It's absurd. I think we just queue in directly into the next one. That was not satisfying at all. But it's like something that you do to make you like feel a little bit better about yourself. It's kind of like whenever in the past, whenever I've gone on the full luck-based game in a rigged client, man, I didn't know that they had like a Mahjong Soul buddy on their gun. Can you imagine if like playing Valorant, having like a Riot buddy like increase the damage on your weapon or whatever? I think that would be a good way to balance the game. Just whoever has friends in Riot should be able to do more damage. They earned it. But whenever I would go on like weight loss arcs before, I would have like a... We drop the West. I would have like a super healthy lunch, like a piece of chicken, a salad, a measured amount of dressing, but then I couldn't fully commit, so then I would just like actually completely eat like way too much food during like dinner time or whatever, or I would go for like the snacks throughout the day, and that was always dangerous for me. But then obviously it's like, oh, but for whatever reason, dieting during lunch isn't working. Well, maybe it's because you actually aren't committing completely to what you're doing. I think, was that a fake one? I know Koi was talking about how some of these additions are completely fake. It kind of paused on that, which makes me wonder. We send this one out too? I have a small hunch. Oh wait, but they can't be, right? No. If they were going for like a pure straight, then they would have to have the 9 involved, which they just don't. We drop the 9. Should be safe, I think. I actually don't know what they're building right now. It might... I don't know what they're building either. It's just too early. It's too early. I don't know how we're getting to this point now where like everybody at the table is in tenpai like a few discards in. I don't think I'm like playing poorly right now, but somehow it's just not lining up. 4, 5, 6, this should be dead for them. Yes. Okay. Because like 4, 6 has to be involved either with a whole bunch of 6s or a 4, 5s and then like a 7s, 8s. This is scary. I can't drop that. What can I drop? I don't think I have a single like safe tile. I'm dropping the 8. Good choice. It was a scary moment for me. You kind of get into the point now where it's like I'm pretty sure this guy might be in tenpai and this guy obviously just is. Oh, maybe we should have held on to that 8. I don't know if I have a single safe tile again. We're dropping the 1. I'm scared. I'm more scared of the 6 than I was of the 8 because then there's a little bit more to work off of with the 6. So I don't think I can drop that. If I can, there's the 7. I'm just gonna fold at this point. There's too much going on here. This guy's already ready. He probably has like 3 3s. So it's just not possible for me to think about it like that. I have to be concerned for my own safety. Never mind. He's gotten rid of the 3 Dora. His hand is probably worth like 1 Han. Well, now it's probably worth about 7 Han. 50,000 points off of that. We drop. We're just gonna commit to the fold. There's no reason to risk anything right now. Whenever I'm pretty sure now this guy is probably also in tenpai. The east. There it is. Okay, he did just have red dragons. The Oradora, 5,200. So the Oradora, like that bar is hidden, right? And whenever you reach it, you unlock 1. But only 1 person reached it, right? So why were 2 Oradora things open? Or did this guy? No. Only this guy reached it, right? So why 2 Oradora? I don't understand. That was I was in dealer seat. Huh. That's a shame. Maybe I should have tried to go for something faster, but I just don't know if I could have gone for anything at all. Not to sound nihilistic, but unfortunately I think that that's just the truth. We dropped the 8. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, maybe. We could go for all simples potentially if the Norths don't work out. Just to guarantee, not to guarantee, but to push for second. Maybe even first now with the Dora. It might be worth a couple of Han. And then if I hit them directly, that pushes me ahead. But they're playing so fast. It's so fast. That's unfortunate. We could have had 8 as our pair. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So that's like 2 complete shapes right there. I wonder if we could go for the 3s as a pair. We'll just see how... Oh, we are not going for the 3s as a pair. We might honestly still. So like we need a 4 here. And then if we get a 3, 4, 5, then we're just set. I might get rid of the 1 depending on what comes out. That's unfortunate. And then that way we get the Han for the all simples as well. We're just kind of maximizing the points that we could possibly have on the on this turn. I think now is a pretty decent time to push for it. 1, 2, 3. We don't need it because this is already like covered, or this is already covered, and we would need like the 5 to make that work at all. And then if we got the 5, then that's already covered by the 2 8s here. So we've already got like a clear separation of what we want to do. But now I have to be scared of both of these people. Maybe this guy hits this guy. We can go for second. There's our for sure pair. It's just unreal. 3,000 points. I've got some kind of curse going on. I had a strong second place for the first game. I guess I can go for second place now if I just stay even with this guy the whole game. Maybe once these second person in East seat gets in, maybe that's just how it'll be for like the rest of the game, and this guy will end it at East 2 as well. That's the kind of clientele that we're playing against today. 1 2 7 9 2 4 8 9 1 2 4 1 2 7 9. We dropped the 1. We don't need it. It's already covered by the 2 and 4 that shape is, although this might be a little awkward trying to figure out how to make anything out of this. We dropped the... oh, we should drop the north. It's okay though, because apparently they don't want the green dragon. Don't worry, I wouldn't want it either. That's why I dropped it. We dropped the south. The east, Dora. I'm actually shocked that that got dropped without a pickup. I guess nobody has it. I should be thankful. I'm not going to complain about what has been given to me. It would be foolish to do so. Saying, hello, I would like to give you a gift, and then saying, no, 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 how dare you, how dare you. Although that's kind of like a normal reaction. It's not a completely unknown reaction to gifts that I've seen. 2-4. What if we got a 2-3-4 Sanshoku? I honestly, like, if 3s start coming down, I think I'm just gonna start grabbing them. Especially now, seeing as how they've got a 3 over here already. 2-3-4 Sanshoku is looking more and more correct. We're dropping the 9 and 8 mon. Because if an 8 comes out here, this could... oh. Red Dragon? Good hand. Good hand. It's not unattainable. We just made it to East 3. That's further than we ever made it in the last round. 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7. 8. I don't like the 1 at all. I think I'm getting rid of the 1 first. It's completely separated from the rest of the pack. You're wondering why you're not getting chosen for the team, and you're like, oh, I'm always chosen last. And maybe it's because you're not making yourself known. If you were to make yourself known, then you would have a little bit more respect to yourself. Why? Why? The dragons are so early. They're pwning. Speaking of old internet language, let's just go back, bring back. Oh, they're pwning, they're pwning. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I almost missed the button to mute, and that would have been the grossest thing ever. Thankfully, I noticed, and so I didn't blow my nose directly into the mic, but it was almost that kind of situation. Do we go for, we might go for all simples, just to like speed up the process. 4, 5, 6, let's get this 5, or the 4 involved rather. 3, 4, 5, 8. I think 8 is the least useless to us. We're gonna start pwning. I was thinking about this, and it's weird how things have kind of separated language-wise for the generation below, and I think people are finally starting to pick up that Gen Alpha is like a real generation. Because I know for a while, like the Gen Alpha language was pretty much just assigned to Gen Z. And I think for sure, like, younger Gen Z participate in, like, some of the skibbity. But at the same time, you're in, like, the weird era now where it's like are we talking about young Gen Z or old Gen Alpha? And they're going to have, like, the who do I identify with dilemma that, like, millennials and Gen Z have already been through, where it's like, okay, well, I watched a whole bunch of stuff on VHS, and TV was still like a thing, and we get rid of the 5, we get rid of the 5, you don't need it, you don't need it. Okay, you do need it, but, like, not to the extent that you possibly could have. We're going for the Ipeco for sure, hopefully. If they just drop a 7, then we're in. Because, like, in the past, it would have been like, oh, watch stuff on VHS. I had, like, some of those old game consoles. I didn't really have access to the internet as much as people do now. I still kind of had it. I browsed YouTube on my Wii. And, like, that kind of thing. I was thinking of another example, but then I kind of just forgot what it was mid-sentence. Oh, did not grow up with a phone. Didn't really have a tablet until later on in the childhood, where, like, the young Gen Z Generation Alpha have just always had, like, the necessary tools and stuff. So they've got, like, a different experience. But I think that the old Gen Alpha, young Gen Z crowd, they're not going to completely identify with like the mid to late Gen Zers, because like the stuff that they appreciate is just going to be different. They'll be like, oh, do you remember Skibbity? And they'll be like, yeah, I remember Skibbity. And like they like make the Ohio jokes and stuff, kind of like what we're referencing now with like the epic face and the pones and stuff. It was just a different era. I don't need that. This is such an awkward hand. I think we drop the north, hold on to the dragons for a second. We might break up the wests, but like the language of the internet is different now than what it was in the past. I don't need the wests. What if we greeted? We'll just see what rears its head. And then if we can get a couple of dragons in here, then okay. I think we might be able to go for like at least a little 3 here. Hopefully. Okay, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 8, 8. We're dropping the 1. I think it's the least valuable to us. Let's hope that we can get the necessary tiles. It looks like Red Dragon might already be a lost cause, though. We might just go for a small hand. Put myself above the last place player. You're so skibbity based for dropping that one. Thank you. But it's weird too, because like you get to the point where you start to feel separated from like the upcoming language. And I didn't think that it would like happen already, but it's already like begun, where Generation Alpha is now so like ingrained on the internet that like their own like words and stuff are starting to appear. They're becoming part of the common language on the internet. I was watching stuff yesterday. I learned about I think the newest thing is like having aura, and I had no idea that was like the 8 or 9. That's not bad at all. I mean, it could be better, because I know that the 2-2 weight on these are kind of awkward, and I accept that it's kind of awkward and it's definitely gotten me in trouble before. We should be good. We should be good. I know that it's like a flawed mindset to have to drop the 5 because the 5 was just dropped before Ricci. I completely understand, but it was the only thing that I could have done to keep my advantage while also continuing to push, and it was like stupid enough for me to like willingly go for it. And now we're just like in second, and we're kind of just right behind first place, so I think it was worth it. I do understand that it's stupid though. It looks like we're going for a fast hand again. Call me the one Han master. One Han, one hand. It can't be distinguished from. It doesn't need to be distinguished from. I'm just gonna start like stealing whatever comes up, because I think that we're in the position to be able to do that. We drop the 1. It's now covered by the 2-4, and then we can shift it if need be. If we get a 5 even, we can just drop the 2, and then we're like a we drop the 1, we don't need it. It's already covered by the 2 and 4, and then if need be, if a 5 comes out, we can just drop the 2 and then go for like a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or even if we could hold on to that and drop the 9 and go for a 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. What is it called? We don't need the south. Hopefully they don't either. It sounds like they do. Never mind. Somebody else is holding on to the south. It's just going to be their pair. It's kind of throwing me off that so many people are like holding on to these random honors tiles that they don't really need. Well, these I need. It's not like a hypocritical speech thing here. I do need these. I don't like need them, but they make my hand more convenient, so there's no reason to get rid of them right now. We'll just continue on the path that we are walking down, that we have forged for ourselves. Putting down the red hot coals below my feet. I understand that it makes my life a little more difficult, but being able to struggle through difficult situations is what makes us human. Being able to adapt like that. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Good. Drop the 9. Or we drop the 8. I think the 8's kind of useless. Because, actually the 9 is, like, way more useless than the 8. I'm just, like, making up stuff that I shouldn't be making up. But I think that that's okay every now and again. Somebody's holding on to those red dragons for sure. I think I'm going to be going for a normal hand that just has red dragons as the pair. But that's okay. I don't need to worry about it. Oh. Can I see their emotes? I don't think I can. It's unfortunate. Oh, they're on such a massive losing streak. The 9 is gone now for sure. The 3-4 shape is like pretty decent. I don't want to open yet, just in case. We could go for a... No, we can't. 6, 7, 8? Okay. Well, now we drop... I think we drop the 7s. We're going to go for a normal hand. It's been too long, and I don't think that that's, like, third red dragon is going to come out. It was such a good idea. I'm a genius. Here we are. Drop the drinking emote. My baguette has entered the field. 3 and 6. It's not the worst weight in the world. I think I have a pretty good opportunity of maybe putting myself in first place here. And it might only be worth like, oh, the chances have dropped. The chances have dropped. I'm a little scared. Hopefully they're just going for the same weight that I am. We could have a little bit of teamwork, and then, like, I'll be first, you'll be second. We double run the guy to the right of me. Are we good with that? I hope that we can be good with that. Can I... Oh, I'm even better with this. Well, I'm not even better with it. I would prefer to run the guy to my right. But I'm completely fine with separating the competition. I'm throwing nails directly onto the track behind you, hoping that you run over them and your tires pop, and then maybe you, like, fly into a wall. And you won't die. You'll just, like, comedically spin around, and you won't be able to race anymore. 3,400, we are in first place. Sorry. The 9 is useless. The 9 is useless, so I think we just hold on to the 6s and 7s and see if we can get a little dragon here. Not a little dragon as in like the little 3, but we are just going to go for like something easier here if we can. Depending on what we pick up. Oh, we greed for the south. We greed for the south for sure, at least for a little bit. I don't see any harm in well, I do see some harm. It's just so upsetting. Every time I drop like a dragon and like early, immediately after the next dragon comes out, and it's always true. Oh, I didn't see it, but I could have like held on and maybe had gone for 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku if I still had the 9. But it's not looking great with like the 8 already out. Oh, well, that could have been it. That could have been it for sure. 1? How do we feel about 1? We don't like 1, right? We'll get rid of south. We'll get rid of south. It's too long now. If I hold on to it for any longer, it's going to get really scary, and I don't want to have to handle that. Having to think about that kind of thing in the late game just worries me significantly. And I just don't feel comfortable having to do that kind of thought. It's too late for you. Sanshoku has passed. There's no point in going for it anymore. The white dragon. In a different world, we definitely pushed for like some dragons in lane easy hand. But I think if the guy to the left of me, I think I'm willing to let him go ahead and like get his first like hand on the table. Maybe join the rest of us in the roster. The rest of us have been able to earn some kind of value, and I understand that somebody across from me might have lost all of it, and I'm not trying to shame them. I'm just trying to state the factual outcomes of the scenario. But the guy to the left of me has been completely just like riled up the whole game, not able to make anything happen. I think South game is like kind of our winning vibe. Pwn. Green Dragon's dead. It's completely safe to drop. Wanjiro, like the dog character in this game, I can't believe that his default is a human hand. I thought that like all the hands were just like built-in thing, and then whenever I earned a hand, I thought, oh, I guess some characters have a way to get like a different hand. But then it kind of threw me off, because then the next thought that I had to like deal with is the fact that there's a possibility. It's incredible. These people aren't even thinking fully outside hand. That's such a weird like Yaku. Oh, ones and nines, ones and nines. I guess it's cool to see. I can't use you. We're gonna drop the East immediately just to try to make sure that this guy can't have it. Because if he has it, it's gonna hurt real bad. It's thrown me off a little bit. Oh, we're using it as our pair. We're using it as our pair. There's no reason to not use it as our pair, no. I just wish that this was an East game. I can't take the next. Chanta, he might be decent. That's what it... Okay, we might... If we can get a white dragon down, I can just take the East. And then we got so much Dora. Well, it's only 3 Dora, but like 3 Dora is quite a bit of Dora. Let me see. He is adept 3 on his way to expert. So I would say that he's probably better than the average player in the silver rooms. It just makes sense. He'll be an expert in no time. Because he's aware. Nobody's thinking about that kind of hand at this level. We dropped the 9. It looks like it might be kind of lining up for me. Have like some crazy Dora hand. We're gonna explore something that I didn't think that I'd be able to, and that's having the East Dora on South 2 whenever I'm in the North seat. He might just also have 2 East already, though. I wouldn't be shocked with how the rest of the games have gone today. Been some very lucky pools for people overall. We dropped the 4, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. If we could have just gotten a 6, 7, 8 over here, it would have been kind of cool to have a Sanshoku. Oh, he might have the white dragons too, which is throwing me off. If I have to, I will like drop these to get some actual shapes, I think, and like confirm. I don't know if I want to though, because this will be such a like pretty solid hand if I can just get everything involved. But at some point I do need to drop the white dragons. If we get another 2 or like a 4, I think I drop the white dragons. It'll be a scary drop, but I think I need to. If I want to be able to win this hand, he's looking for them for sure. It might actually be too scary to drop them overall right now. Oh, do I do it? Oh, this is because I don't think they're coming. I think I need. I'm gonna drop the 7. I think I have to. I think I have to hope that eventually whoever has the white dragon gets cold feet and then drops them, kind of like I'm about to do. Drop the 4. And then it should be like a pretty easy fold if I have to. I just obviously would rather not with how much potential there is here. 2 4s in a row. I won't complain. It means that I don't have to think about my discards. And now it's way too far along to ever think about dropping either of these. As unfortunate as that is, I'm dropping the 5 as well. Hopefully 1 2, because if I get the a 3, if I get a 4 or a 3 here, not you, you're not the 3 I was talking about. Sorry, I invited John to my party, but you're not John. I was looking for a John Smith. Your name is John Adams, previous president of the United States of America. Happy July 4th, buddy, but I don't think you're welcome here. Oh! I take. Then we aim for white dragon. We have to. That's the scariest drop of my life. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. Oh, maybe he's not decent. He just fed directly into me. He was like begging for it to happen. There we are. The competition has been destroyed. I don't even have to think anymore. I'm on autopilot. He's so stupid. I agree. Usually I'm eating the stupid hits, but he went one right after the other. He got the coldest feet of all time. He walked out into the Arctic without shoes. Oh, I feel so good. I can't believe it. He fed me. He fed me. I was so hungry. I'm the vampire that gets superpowers after sucking anybody's blood. And I said, please, can I just have a vial of your blood for no specific reason? I only want to do a little bit of experiments on it. It's like the thing. I've convinced him that there's a monster outside of the room that will react to blood or whatever, and then I just drink it instead. And now I have superpowers and I just killed him. He's dead. I'm not gonna complain though. I'll go to your funeral if you ask me to, but it'll be with a smile. There we are. Who's emerging expert now? Emerging? Who's closing in on expert now? I don't think emerging was the right word. We could just like settle in on definitely. And we're just gonna pwn. You know what Chanta is? Chanta is like the ones that contain like terminals or whatever. Everything contains a terminal. Some hands are foreign to you, even though Koi and Blue talk about it all the time. To be fair, Chanta is definitely not a talked about all the time kind of hand. I think Chanta is the one where it is like 1 or 9 is involved in every shape. I can't remember if honors can be evolved. It might be honors and terminals, or it's just terminals. I can't remember. I would need a confirmation from Blue. But I think it can be both honors and terminals. Okay. Here we are. Let's see if somebody drops that east tile. Hopefully maybe the guy in the east seat, even if they feed into me. I'm feeling pretty good. I probably should have dropped the 8 instead of the 5, but it worked out. I have nothing to worry about. This just flipped from being like a not great game for me to maybe being one of the best possible situations that I could have hoped for. And surely he recheat off a 5. Maybe that 4 is going to come out sooner than later. This is dead for him. There's nothing to worry about. Oh. Or that happens. Well, that's lame. 2 red 5s. 6,000. This guy might end up like in 3rd place. The biggest blunder of all time. You have to be confident in your own abilities. I'm talking about that like I don't constantly double guess the fold. Chanta is outside hand with honors. Junchan is one that's full outside, no honors, and worth more. Oh, so they give you a more rare variation. It's like a shiny Chanta. My Chanta is purple and red instead of red and white. As you heard last night, even you confused Chanta and Junchan. That makes sense. Junchan. We'll get rid of the 1. The 1's probably like the least important thing in my hand. Pondes. 6, 7, 9. We don't need the south. Somebody else needs the south. I'm just not even worried about it. That's a 1-Han hand if I've ever seen one. And I've seen many. Ipeco? Ipeco? We're in. We just got Ipeco. I think we win this round easily. If I get a 4 here, then I take it for sure. We drop the west tile. I no longer need you. Or if I can create a pair off of the 5, 6, 7. Ipeco's a Yaku. 5, 6, 7. So like, Ipeco's not a Yaku. Oh wait, no, it has to stay. Oh, I'm an idiot. We have to go for Sanshoku. 7, 8, 9. I forgot. It's been a while since I've actually been able to use Ipeco. 7, 8, 9 is our hope. It's okay. It's recoverable. It really is. There's only been 1 8 out, and then if I just get like the 8, then it's completely fine. We're dropping the red 5. And, you know, to be honest, like, I think the rest of the table maybe needed a moment like this. I have no issue with giving it to them. We can't convert into that. I've already got a 5, 6, 7 on the board. I'll need to drop the Ipeco. I am in Tenpai. But if I break up the Ipeco, if an 8 comes out, then I break up the Ipeco. You just fold after that blunder? Yeah, if it comes down to it and it looks like it's not, I mean, it does not look like it's happening, I think we do just fold. We are at a comfortable spot where I can afford to do so. No need to push. I agree with that. I agree for sure. Because we do need, like... You should be dead. We're kind of, like, still pushing a little bit, but I think that that's okay. Because if an 8 comes down... I mean, the 8 is basically guaranteed to never happen again. But that's completely fine. The 7 had already gone down. I knew that it was okay. I knew that it was okay. But, like, we can still safely push. I'll completely fold whenever we can't do that anymore. But we still can. 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7. 9, so it should be safe. Yeah, I dropped it. I think it's actually dead. Oh. Not the worst in the world. I mean, they are now, like, well, with if they get, like, a Hanemon, they catch up to me. This is good, though. I can end this quickly. Even if it's complete garbage, I can end it quickly. I do have a red 5 involved, so it might not be, like, the worst thing in the world. I can't believe Joey, Peiko, Bob did that, though. Somebody should have let him know. Maybe including me. I should have thought about it for like half a second. I'm kind of disappointed in that one. Like, extremely. I think we just try to make it as quick as possible. Drop the 5. There's no reason to hold on to it if we're just going for pure speed. Especially since I think that the south tile should come out. Usually it does. Usually it does come out, so I'm not too stressed about it. Let me drop the red dragon. Oh, I'm okay with you. I'm okay with you having that. You're actually like the exact person that I want to score right now. You're perfect. You're perfect as you are. However, let's see you improve even further. 5. We could, if we get a 1 here, we could just use the 8 as the pair. I think that might be what ends up happening. Go for a 1 on hand. We're gonna have a mean 4,100 points by the end of this game. Basically unstoppable. Or we could get like, oh, yes. We're in Tenpai with a pretty great weight. Not the best weight, seeing as how like 5s are kind of like who's dropping a 5 at this point. But like both are at 4. The 8 is coming for sure. There's nothing to even worry about. I don't even have to think about it. It's just guaranteed to happen. Oh, this is weird. No, I could go for a pair, but there's just no reason to. If that were to do anything extra for me, I would consider such, but it does not do anything for me. Pwn. I know you want to drop the 5 or the 8. After stealing all that, we con. Just for fun. I feel like I have to at this point. It did not work out for me, but that's okay. I think that it might encourage like a further 5 drop, depending. I knew it. I knew it.
No.
It's just so easy to predict. The very hungry caterpillar. That's what we're reading. 4,200 by the end of the game. Oh, it's unstoppable. Brutal. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for this guy over here. He's kind of gotten hit by like the dumbest. Well, the first one was completely on him. That one was just me playing kind of stupid. And he got hit anyway. He got caught in the crossfire. We're ending the game. We're ending the game for sure. Give me a red dragon and a west tile, and that's all we need. I'm stealing his potential Yaku for my own pair. Oh, there's no reason to. There's no reason to. What's crazy is that another white dragon is going to come through, and then like maybe another green dragon will come through, and then it was already dead. They had already dropped both green dragons. It could have been a little 3, but how likely is that going to be realistically? Oh. No, man. Why are you taunting me like this? Just give me the red dragon. I'll take the red dragon. I'll even take the west. No, I won't. I'll leave the west as a pair. There's no reason to yet. There's been no growth. We dropped the 1-3-4 shape. Is a little bit better than a 1-3 shape. Just a little bit though. It's basically the same thing. Welcome, Cyan. Welcome, Cyan. I will drop the 1-3-5 shape, slightly better than the 1-3 shape. That way we can shift around if we need to. 9, you're worthless. I don't think that we're gonna get the red dragon. Somebody's holding on to them like I am. It's probably this guy, and he's probably gonna get cold feet again. And I feel incredibly sorry for him. 2-2-5. There it is. Okay. We can drop the 5. We drop the 5. Normally, you wouldn't recommend dropping the 1 mon. The Dora is 2 mon. That is fair. Ooh, I should have considered that. But, like, you know, in the game, we might focus on speed. What should I drop here? Look at that foresight. Yeah, I think you've got a little bit of it. I think I have to drop it. No, I'm gonna drop the 5. We're gonna get greedy. I believe. I don't even think Oh, I don't have to believe in anything. He just wants 2nd place. Game is ended. Thankfully, we're guaranteed. We ended up on top. Plus 72. You do get a ton of points for these. 463. I'm very far positive. I think I had like well, I'm 62 positive. I can literally just know that. Ooh, should I play one more? Should I do one more? It's already been like nearly 2 hours, but I kind of am like enjoying myself. So I'm torn. One more or not one more? Played 1 South game and gained -1 point in 2nd place. Oh, 1 point. Literally 1 point in 2nd place. That's crazy. I didn't know that it could go that... I didn't know it could go that small. Do whatever you want while I'm looking at chat to make the decision for me. Unfortunately, sometimes I can't decide what I want to do with my own life. 20 isn't being 20k. That's the points that you hit. I'm pretty like glad with where things have gone. Thankfully, like these were both like super tiny losses, and this was like big enough to kind of offset both of them, and then like this was for sure good enough to offset all of it. So we're just on the plus. I've got a well-rounded graph here. Luck, Dorayaku, Red 5, and Ipatsu. It's all working out for me. It's throwing, like... Is that Spice? Welcome, Spice. I've done a little bit of Mahjong today. Wait. I'm waiting. I have a thing bottom right. That's true. Those stats are explained. They are. You literally just have to click the question mark and it tells you word for word. I do have a thing bottom right. Earlier, how long has it been now? It's probably been like a couple of months at this point, to be honest, but Vino drew me a guy, and now like I'm the guy in the bottom right, so you have something to look at instead of having to just completely stare off into space, as like you don't want to look at the game anymore. Average points won in the last 100. Stat increases as your deal-in rate over the last 100 decreases. These are like over just such random numbers. It's 20 wins and then 100 games. Fake fan. No, you're okay. You're okay. You have an image of me now. Yeah, and then I've got like the I've got like the whole setup now. So you can see me talking, and then like I've got the new profile picture. It's all completely worked out. Instead of just being like the Sunny Boy, there's now an image associated. I think I play one more game, but it'll just be an East. We'll just do an East for speed's sake. And then I'll wrap it up. I honestly expected this to be a shorter stream because, you know, it's an awkward, just kind of in the middle of the day stream because July 4th. But Mahjong kind of is just fun. So I keep doing it and then I queue back in. There's an expert player here. That's always concerning whenever they leave their own lobby. But I'm kind of already set up for success with the 3 Dora. We will drop the South, I think the South. But it has been a minute since the PNG has been involved. It's actually kind of surprising. I forget that how long I've kind of been at it now. In a week and a half, I'll have been streaming for 7 months, which basically, I mean, that's over halfway of a year. We hit the 8-month mark, then it's like a 4, 8, that's 2/3 through the year. I kind of always forget what 12 splits into. I know that sounds stupid, but math is not my strong suit. You have to understand. I think we dropped the East. I don't want to hold it. It's just a scary thing to hold. I think we might end up building just a normal Reachy hand here. So whether that means like oh, well, I don't know if I can drop the white dragon anymore. What's safe? What's safe? I don't think anything is safe. The 1 is probably like the least scary. Which means, oh, okay, white dragon safe. Good, 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 good. I thought things were gonna go wrong. We have the 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, 1 pin is already gone. I think that 3 is probably okay, unless they've got like a 4 and a 5 in there already. 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm gonna drop the 3. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're completely safe. And then if I can get the 5 is safe. I can drop the 5 as well. I don't think we need it. We might. No, we can't. We'll drop the 5. 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. It might be a drop the 3 kind of situation. 4, 5, 6. We can't take that. We need the 1. We can open if we can switch the 1 out for a 4, but I just don't know if that happens. We'll drop it. It's a scary drop. It's not safe, but I'll take it. Oh. What were they looking for? Either a 9 or a 5? Wait, what's the Yaku here? Oh, just that it was all closed, I guess? Yeah, Reachy hand, Reachy hand. Thankfully, neither of those were ever exiting my hand. Well, I guess it would have been possible if I got a 9. We dropped the West. It's a dead dream already. We might hold on to the South as just the pair, but we'll see, depending on like if the East comes out or not. I think I'll drop the 1, the 1s, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, that's just a block for us now. 1 mon is useless. No need. If we get a 2, it's covered by the 4. Sometimes they just talk. Oh, it comes with the Dora tiles. They got the extra lines like, oh, I meant to do that. I don't need that at all. And then the player realizes that it was just a mistake the whole time. We drop the East. I think we're gonna go for a normal hand that just involves somebody else's wind tile. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4. I mean, depending on how things play out. Imagine like Sanshoku. I'm gonna drop you. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna drop you because I kind of like the red 5. And 7/8 shape is cool and all, but it's not as cool as a 3/5 or a 7/5. We drop this. I don't want to hold on to that for too long. It's scary. Because somebody else might be getting like the second thing. Oh, they're coming back. They're out for revenge. Some of these hands come through so quick on here, and it freaks me out compared to like how they usually do. Closed con, I feel like I have to. Just to see how it goes. If we get a 6 now, I wouldn't complain. And I mean, I might just be like buffing somebody else's hand, but it's kind of funny if that happens too. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8's scary. I dropped the 8 though. You don't need it? You don't need it? You don't? Okay, okay, okay. All of these, like, I feel it like tense up inside of me. It's like the actual like test of everything for me. Where it's like, oh, I dropped the thing and now the thing is on my screen holding. Drop the 2. That's safe. And then I feel it where you get the full tense up in the stomach. The butterflies have entered. And then you maybe a little downstairs tightening as well. 5. Oh, here we are. You drop the 4. 4 is also a scary drop, but I'm gonna do it anyway. 2, 2, 2. So if we get a 5, we're kind of set here. If I can just drop one of these, I think it's unlikely that we end up with a 6. So I think I'm gonna drop the 7 and then just go for a 4 if the opportunity comes, because there's already a 6 out. Okay, I honestly thought that might have been it. The 9s are scary. The 9s are so scary. That's usually what I'm trying to get. Oh. This guy's not going to be able to play the game. Wasted 1,000 points on his Riichi just to drop White Dragon. Not even just him not being able to play the game. I don't think I'm going to be able to play the game. I've already got 2 red dragons, though. Maybe I will get to play the game. We might be in a position, a favorable position for an Ipeco opportunity even. It's not the worst setup ever. I think we've got a shot to take second, at least. As long as, you know, he doesn't rush for a huge victory again. We just drop the East. We don't need it. There'd be no reason to hold on to it and then potentially fuel somebody else's East-based power struggle. So instead, they'll fuel our red dragon-based power struggle. I think I drop the 1, lock in the 2 as the pair, and then we'll go from there. And then, like, I like the idea of an Ipeco, but if the Ipeco doesn't have to happen right now, that's completely fine with me. We'll go for, like, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 even. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. It's not quite how you count, but it's almost there. And I think being able to get to the point where you can communicate it is more important anyway. Oh. Let me feed the guy that has won every round so far. Moriyaku. The game is going to end on East 1 as he slowly gets drained for 1,000 points. East 1 will last for 18 repeats. Is there a max amount of repeats? I would love to have, like... We're going to drop the 2, actually. 1, 2, 3. That's what we're locked in for. Because I like the idea of potentially being able to get a 6 here and then have a 2 red 5 hand. Even if it is just 1 red 5, I'll drop them on if push comes to shove. The red Mon. Unless Mahjong Soul has different rules from the norm, it keeps going. Oh. That's good to know. I'm going to drop the red 5. Just for, like, a more favorable shape. It's kind of a scary drop right now since, like, this is, 1, 2, 3. I kind of want to know, like, what the most repeats have been, like, in the client, I guess. Even if it... Because there's gotta be, like, for, like, Mahjong, like, real-life Mahjong tournaments, I kind of assume that they've got, like, actual rules holding that kind of thing back, right? Because I know, like, in tennis, games can go on for, like, days and days and days because of how, like the deuce system works or whatever, or, like, best out of system or whatever. they just have to keep going back until somebody actually wins by like 2 or whatever. But I assume that that's just not the case for Mahjong. Because like you have situations where you can go for like repeat after repeat after repeat after repeat. But I assume for like the actual rules, they hold you back. Because can you imagine somebody would be sitting there long enough that they get hemorrhoids? It's a genuine health risk. And I understand like for like tennis or whatever, they're gonna like, oh, we played so long that we got tennis elbow. That just feels like a little bit less of like an inherent risk than something like I played Mahjong so long that I was sitting there, my posture is now completely destroyed and I have hemorrhoids. But that might just be a gross assumption. Oh, am I safe? I think I fold, maybe? I drop the 7. We don't need to fold right now.
No.
Oh, I should have folded. I should have just folded. Ipatsu 7 pairs. Oh. 1 was, or 3 was safe. Now I'm just like in last for no reason. East 2, East 2. It's okay, there's still a chance. 4, 5, 6. I could go for a straight here. The idea is you can't repeat that long without a bust anyways, unless you're running individual people back to back to 1,000 points. You won't ever have more than like 5 Hanba before somebody's out. That makes sense, but like it's just possible, right? Like if they're playing real bad, there's just the very real possibility that you're draining them with a fast 1,000 point hand every round. Oh, I'm not coming back on this one. The East and the Green Dragon already out. I'll take the, oh, this is weird. Possible Ipeiko. 1, 2, 3. It kind of just surprises me that there's not like rules in there to prevent it completely. I'm kind of curious what the vibe of like a Mahjong tournament is. Like, is it like a chess thing where they're both like just staring at each other and then like quickly throwing everything down and like hit the button as fast as they can? Or is it more chilled? Where it's like kind of like the sitting at the table vibe. Because like chess tournament vibes are pretty intense. I'm dropping this too. Forgive me. Honestly, we might be aiming for 3rd. This is a tall order to try to come back from. That's unfortunate. I should have dropped the 3 instead of the 5, to be honest. But we all make mistakes. Quiet, a lot of room. Ambience with enthusiastic commentators? Really? 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna cry. Enthusiastic commentators is the most surprising thing to me. I feel it. Well, maybe that's wrong because I feel like chess, depending on the event, has had some enthusiastic commentators as well. But I kind of expected more of a golf vibe than like the complete open enthusiasm. 7, 8, 9. Unfortunately, I'm not taking. Okay, we go in. 5 and 8. It's not the worst. It should be. It's gonna be worth like a good little amount of points though, for sure. It's basically all Mon. I'm gonna lose it. Gotta try rewatching it now that you actually know what's happening. That would make it more exciting for sure. I don't know if I'm even going for 3rd anymore. It's just, it's upsetting. That was a cool hand. It really was. I just unfortunately drew a 9 so. And that's what they were looking for. I don't know if I ever would have gotten the what's it called? We drop the 9 pin. We keep a little bit of hope alive. If I can just win like 20 times in the dealer seat, we can come back for sure. I just have to win this round, win a lot of dealer seat games, and then I'm back. Or even just get like a Hanemon right now. That's completely feasible, right? 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can try to pwn for the straight. Make it quickly. Gonna drop the white dragon. I don't want to hold on to it for too long. Almost decided to go for the to go for the white dragon to make things easy if the white dragons come out, but then that just makes things more dangerous later on. It's just not worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a lot of possibilities off this. We just have to hope for the best. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Somebody's got the red dragons. It's upsetting. Maybe if somebody just like pwns the other guy for a huge, then we have a shot. 1, 2. What are we feeling? 5, 6. I think we drop the 6, and then we try to just greed for the straight, and that be our Yaku, and then we open as needed whenever the time arises. If a like 5, 6, 7 came out, or 4, we could go for like a Sanshoku as well. Maybe. I don't know if that's it's 3 shapes. Yeah, it's not possible if we go for the straight. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. No. We drop. We don't need it. Getting rid of the 1 and 9, maybe going for Toy Toy, I guess, is possible. But I feel like that's just definitely way more unrealistic than other options as well. 8, you're useless to me, personally. I don't mean anything by it, but I'm just not going to hold on to you. It's selfish of you to expect so. Another 9. I'm not doing it. Oh, it's not looking good. I need somebody to take him out. Yakuza Pocket Circuit Racing music. How do we feel about 8? Should be safe, because he can't build anything off of 8 now. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think, well, 3 is now just like obviously safe as well. We'll drop the East though. He does not need the East. If we can get the 7, 8. 3. Hopefully somebody drops the 6, because I don't know if I can drop that anymore. Oh, maybe I should have held on to the 3 and then used the 6 as the pair, because 6 so is safe. We'll see how it goes though. 7, 8, 9. 3 is not safe. We'll drop the 6 so. I think I need to at this point. I think we just fold to try to hold on to what points that we can hold on to, so that way we can exist for the dealer rounds, because I assume that he's going to get the points here, assuming his like weight isn't the worst thing of all time. I'm surprised that it's not one of these surrounding tiles. 5 is safe. Good, good, good. And if 7 comes out, I mean, like, I might as well. Nah, I think we have to commit to the fold. This should be fine. 8 mon, 8 mon. Okay, it's just gonna go into draw. Unless he drops the tile right now, which he did not. 8 mon is safe. 8 so and 6 pin. Good thing I didn't drop the 6. I was holding on to those. I knew that it could go wrong. Okay, west tile. We need to go for something quick. It's not looking good. 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku maybe? Or if one of the dragons can come out, that would be great too. But I think I'll try to force 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku maybe? Depending. We'll just drop the dragons right away. 7, 8, 9. We could also go for what's it called? All simples. Hanyao, I believe. We will not take the 1, I think. It's already covered by the 4. 2 and 4. We'll hope for a green dragon. It would make things way easier. 2, 3, 4. We take it. I'm gonna drop the green dragon. It's horrible. It's horrible. And then I hope that this guy just feeds into what I want him to. 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 different shapes. I honestly think that I might hold on to the 7s as a pair. So just start building stuff around here instead. That way I don't have to think about the pair. Because I think it'll be easier to complete like these shapes over here than like find another pair. White dragons, white dragons. Because, you know, 6 isn't like a bad one either. We'll see though. It might just be the dumbest choice of all time. Dropping a completed shape. We're going to drop the red dragon because it's scary. Somebody's holding on to it as their pair. Unfortunate. Which probably means that somebody's already like in Tenpai. Maybe both of them even. Oh, we dropped the 8. We dropped the 8. Give me the 2, 3, 4. We can also just go for Tanya now. Because I have gotten rid of the 1s and the 9s. So I think I'll start poning things if the situation arises. Or chiing, whichever you prefer. Oh, they've got a lot. It's unlucky. Drop me a 3. I don't care what. Just like a 3 in general. Well, as long as it's not a pin. 5, 6, 7. I think we drop the 2, 4 shape, maybe? We drop the 6. It's not safe, which is scary, but oh yeah, now I fed into them. That's okay though, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. Just give me what I need, okay. We are now in Tenpai. It's not a great weight, but it's doable, hopefully. I imagine they're probably weary of the so drops from me. Maybe not from this guy, which honestly might encourage them a little bit to go for it. This is dangerous. Thankfully it worked out. Okay, yeah, they did just have the red dragons. We could go for 2 and then hope that, yeah, we drop the 2. Hope that they don't drop a 9, put me into Furryton, because that would be a little awkward. Just a little. Oh, this is scary. But like, I feel like I kind of have to like get any points on the board. Give me a 3 or a 6. 3 left of both. Could be better, could be worse. It's now all Furryton. Okay, drop. Maybe I'll draw it on my own. Maybe I'll draw it on my own. That is not a temporary Furryton, right? It's a permanent one? Yeah, it should be. Unfortunately. Oh, we're back. We're so back. 3 and 6 shape. Now saved. We don't even have to draw it on my own. They can just drop it for me. Maybe they're less suspicious of the so's now even, seeing as how like I've been throwing them out left and right. There it is. Oh, we're so back. It's gonna be worth like 1 Han, but that's okay. I'm dealer. So I can just claw my way back. 10,000. Get a Mongon this round. Hit him hard. It'll work. Get rid of the... Oh, it's not bad. Okay. Not great, but we have like a good few shapes here. I think I might lose it. Well, it wasn't the best hand. This one will be even better. It just... Oh, it so is. It is. Honestly, I'm not building around the 9. I'm going for something quick. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. We might drop the white dragon immediately. 4, 5, 6. I think the shapes here are very strong. Yeah, okay. We'll just keep you as the pair, I think, for now. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. Unless 6, 7, 8 comes out, I think I might drop these. Because the 2, 2 can act as a pair as well. Yeah. 2, 2 is our pair. 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't matter what happens there. 3, 4, 5 even, I can shift to make this in line with this, and then maybe if Sanshoku were to come out, I wouldn't complain about it. I wouldn't complain about it for sure. I still am not complaining. Okay, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, either or 6, 6, 6. I'd take it. I know it's a little bit like satanic or whatever, but I think we'll be okay. I'd make the deal to come back right now from last place. It's just worth it. There's no reason to hold myself back. Oh, yes. 4 and 7. 3, 4, 5. I mean, we just dropped the 6. It doesn't matter. It's not a bad weight at all. I mean, it could be better. It is like closer to the middle. It is closer to the middle, but it's decently early on. It'll be worth a little bit more points than usual because I have a red 5, so it is like at least 2 Han. If I can hit the guy to my right, we might be entering 3rd place. Oh. Why does it always happen? I get into Riichi and then the guy next to me immediately gets into Riichi. I'm gonna end up playing into him. I can feel it. Oh, just like making it worse. I'm going to win. I can feel it. I can feel the 4 or 7 coming towards me rapidly to the point it would be dangerous for me to be in the way of it. Right? Okay, right. That's the sign. If it were to have ended, it would have ended right there. But we're complete. Oh, we're not safe. I'm dealer. I take like the whole hit of this. And he just has red 5 as well. I think I might be bankrupt. It's very close. I thought I was doing okay that round. I thought I was doing pretty solid. I don't know if I can come back at all. I don't think there's a world where I get into 3rd place. Especially not with this hand. Unfortunately. I think hope might be lost. I would need a Mongon and like Roan Mongon on the guy to my right, but it's not coming out. I don't see a Mongon in my future. I need to build around 7s, but we just don't even have a 7. Maybe if somebody cons, there's a chance. But it's just unlikely. Drop the East. Then we just drop our honor tiles. Sanshoku is possible, I guess, like kinda. Not really, but the possibility is there. 1, 2, we have a lot of 9s. Maybe we could get Chanta involved. Everything with a 1 or a 9 involved. Then we would need a pair of 9s. White dragon is dead. If we get it like a red dragon pair, then it's feasible, I guess. That's not good. And somebody else just has one. I think they do. They had the opportunity to cheat. Or this guy just has like 3 of them already. 6, 7. I think we might aim for Chanta. I think that would be the better way to do this. So I think I'll drop the 6. 7, 8, 9. If I can get a 7 pin, and then like 1, 2, 3. I think that's the best way to build points here. 1, 2. Okay, we drop the 4. It's like a complete like it's not likely, but I think it's probably the only way that I can actually build the points that I. Uh-oh. The 1000 red dragon hand. Well, maybe I'll get something more valuable this round. Maybe the delay is for the best. It's just not more valuable at all. I think it's worse than what we had somehow, points wise. I made a fatal error early on. South can go. West can go. After. 7, 8, 9. I don't think there's a... What could I do to build points? So 9 pin is Dora. I don't have a single 9 pin. It looks like it's unlikely that I end up with a 9 pin, unfortunately. 8, 7, 8, 9. I could, I guess, try to force the same thing, but it's just not super likely. We did just get a 7, 8, 9 now. If we could get a 9, I could, like, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. We could aim for a Sanshoku again. How likely is that? I'm going to drop the 6. The 6 doesn't help with building points, so I just don't need it. I need points is basically the where I'm at. So if it doesn't help build score, then I'm not taking it. I think the only shots that I really have... Okay. It's not dead. It's not dead. Or 4. 3. We're gonna drop one of the 9s. Excuse me, I burped. I hope you didn't hear that. And then see if we can get a 7 or a 9 pin. I think that's the only shot that we have. 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. We drop the 1. I don't think there's any reason to hold on to it. We could get a 1, 2, 3 here, maybe. And that be the other shape. Hold on to the 4s as the pair. Unfortunately, the 2 came immediately after. Where's the so 2 9s have gone down, 2 7s have gone down. I need to just draw one if there's any chance, or if they can, like, if they get another point. I kind of have to hope that they keep repeating until I can get something insane, basically, which is unfortunate. 6 doesn't help me. Even if I bankrupt here, I'm basically in the same spot no matter what, so I'm not too worried about losing big. I just need to put myself in a position where I can... Oh, it doesn't matter. You could have at least, like, roamed the guy across. That's fair, though. Guarantee your first place. I understand. Me and this guy are probably gonna lose, like, a lot. They lost 13, I lost 56. We're basically in the same boat. I'm still positive for the day. Not the best. Could have been better, but still positive for the day. I am going to wrap up. I've been streaming longer than I assumed I would be. Let me read names. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Holland. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Jury. Thank you, Toto. And thank you, Spice. I will most likely not be back on Sunday. I will most likely be back on Monday. I got big things happening this weekend, so, well, I assume they will unless I reschedule them. But other than that, I will talk to you all another day. Thank you for watching my weirdly timed afternoon stream. I honestly like afternoon streams, and I wish that I could do them more often, but unfortunately my schedule does not allow me to do that, so not really an option unless I were to do, like, more afternoon streams on the weekend, which might be possible. I would just have to see. Either way, I will talk to you all another day. Goodbye.